another amazing day with Mikey. Hi, I'm Mikey. I'm MikeyBreathes. I love you guys so much. Life is great for me, and I want to share some of that greatness, some of that goodness with you guys, the world, because the world's a very beautiful place, and I want to be even better. So I show up every day, or whenever I want, whenever I feel good, just to spread this joy that I have, the energy, the vibe, the electricity, the thought, the concepts, the ideologies, just to help you guys. So yeah, so we're here. As you guys roll in, drop your questions below. And if you're watching this after we posted it, make sure to take notes. You're going to learn a lot, and you're going to retain it if you write it down, specifically if you write it down, not type it. What else? Share your notes in the comments so other people can glean from your notes and like what you got from this. Also make sure to, what else with that? I don't know, just enjoy and have fun. And if something comes to you, write it as a question in the comments and maybe we'll answer it next time. All right. And I have the beautiful, lovely Sashi to the side of me.
Yay! Hey, everyone.
As always. So this is kind of like the pregame before the game. We're going to be chit-chatting with Charles today. We're going to be chit-chatting with Charles. This is going to kind of warm me up. It's been a crazy, fun week this past like Thursday through now. And I've been expanding psychically so hard here recently. It's like, whoa, I just like achieved a new level. And I feel like something big just got established within me. I'm like, yeah. So it's just like, whoa, how do I use new power and everything else? So I'm still kind of like treading on it like slowly and approaching it, you know, like carefully. But nonetheless, it is undeniable.
I'm going to switch networks. Is that okay?
Totally.
It's kind of ticking and lagging. So if you guys could wait for just a minute.
All right, so I'm going to be switching networks. Hold on. And do a speed test for the router.
Okay, it says it's back.
And we're back. We'll do these tests before we run the actual interview. Dun, dun, dun.
I wonder if I switch to the 5G before we started, if there's a connection issue then. But we'll see. Hey, we're back, everyone.
Tell them, Sasha.
Yo.
All right, speed test is being ran. Okay. Oh, dude.
It's fast?
High enough to stream for sure. Higher than Pakistan, I can say that much. If we can stream in Pakistan, we could totally stream here.
So are you on 2.4 or 5?
5. 5 is like 90.
I'm not sure why it's not connecting on 5, so we'll just
Do you have a VPN on your computer or anything like that?
It's not on, yeah.
Oh. Nothing else running in the background?
I closed everything except for Canva.
Well, Canva's a pretty big thing.
Quit Canva. And it's still just kind of, it's all right. On TikTok, it's clearing up.
I would also say this, guys. Ask a question, so as she's doing this, I can also talk to you guys.
Heck yeah.
So it's more than just like waiting for my pixels. Maybe if I stay extremely still and there's like nothing to upload or refresh. There we go. Is the stream super clear now? If I just talk through my teeth like this, using no pixels or refresh rate. Hello.
It looks like TT is clear. IG is a little bit pixelated, but it's all good.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. So we do have a question from user 57 on TT.
Quit using it. It'd be better for your health, bro. Like, get some help. What you using for?
Oh my God, Mikey, you're so cute. How important do you think it is to be selfish in life?
Well, you can't not be selfish. Even if you have good intentions, it's still for yourself because that's what you want to do. Every intention, good or bad, is still the intention you chose. So it's always coming from yourself. So you could never do anything that's not selfish. You know, you have like, it's cool-ish. They're Dane-ish, Irish, Jewish, you know, English. Ish, you know, it's ish, yeah. Self-ish, there's just like a little bit mixed in there. It's yourself. You can only make decisions from yourself, from your perspective and everything else. And even if you listen to the advice of somebody else to tell you what to do, it's because you want to listen to the advice of somebody else. And that's what you chose to do. There's no such thing as selfish, so you might as well just throw the whole word and phrase away because that's all you'll ever experience the rest of your life.
So
Powerful, huh? Extremely.
Evan Flow Lifestyle on IG. This is more of a comment. Said the workouts help me in so many ways, enforcing, etc.
Enforcing? Enforcing or enforcing? Ian or Ian?
Ian.
Ian? Yeah, you don't want to enforce, bro. You're not a disciplinary. You're not like some sort of like authority. Like what? You don't love yourself enough. You can't listen to yourself. You got to force yourself. You're so disconnected with yourself that you couldn't agree with yourself on what to do and you have to force it every single time. Like, look at the inefficiency that one has because they fight themselves and they think that they need to force themselves to do something because they're not in harmony with themselves. It's so irrelevant. It's such a weaker way. Make sense?
Oh, they said totally spelled it wrong. FB.
Well, Ian or Ian, it's just like, you don't want to use force ever. You don't need force.
They said sorry. FB Ishmael said, hi, is meat that we consume causing bad smell when pooping?
is the meat. It's probably what you accompany with the meat. It's probably a factor of things. It's how you sleep. It's everything. The bad smell and pooping isn't just the food that went through your system. It's how you do everything in life. It's your ideas. It's your thoughts, how you move. It's your posture. Everything is contributing to it. And that's what that smell is trying to tell you. Any smell under your arm, in your groin area, your poop, colon, breath, everything is trying to tell on everything of your life. When you do everything right, you just don't smell ever. Like I can go to the restroom and, you know, drop a deuce and you'd never know because you can't smell it because I hit every single point in my life to optimize it. So it's not the meat. It's most likely how you cook the meat, what you bathe it and slather it in and all this other stuff, what order you eat and everything else. That's what the guide is for. It helps you get everything in order and in line. So you don't really have a smell. But you do smell good and delicious.
And Evan Flo asked, do you really not train at the gym anymore?
Definitely not. What would I train for? Like, I'm not expecting to become an athlete or an Olympic level performer. Like, train what? Like, listen to the inefficiencies of people. They're training even though they're training for nothing. Like, to what?
That's kind of funny just thinking about it.
Like don't you train, bro? For what? Yeah, but you got to train.
Training for?
People are so propagated in their mind and convoluted with what they've been told. They're training. Yeah, for what? There's nothing there. They're not training for anything. Well, for life. What do you mean? Well, I got to train for life, bro, so I can have strong knees later. Well, why would your knees be weak in the first place? Because I don't train. It's a self-perpetuating loop that people get stuck in because they can't think. When you understand what you're actually in, there's nothing to train for. You just live. And I have this body just from living. Why would I need to train when I can just live and look like this? Training's for those who don't know themselves. Living is for those who are alive. Because I live, I'm here. I look better than people who would train. Probably more capable too.
So she had a follow-up question. She did say, I like it for endorphin release. And how do you look so ripped?
Cool. Like you can release endorphins right now on the spot. You don't need to go try to trigger yourself or manipulate your body into a specific atrophied state of breath or whatever to try to release endorphins. You can just When you know yourself to this degree, you can just trigger it right here, right now. And I look so ripped because this is the definition that I understand life to be, and now it's reflected in my body. Because I've defined everything in my life, now my body has become defined as well.
Corleone reading from Mexico.
Oh, let go.
Yo.
Go, let go.
And
Ah!
Lois on YT
Te amo,
said,
Mexico.
wow, you strength. Okay.
I is strength, bro.
Now,
I is.
Punk for Life on TT.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Asked, any tips for getting out the friend zone? LOL.
Yeah, never say that phrase again in your life. Who cares? Who cares about being in a specific psychic position in another person's mind? Why would you equate and reduce your life to how somebody categorizes you in their life? Who the F cares? Get out of the friend zone. Dude, your mind's not even big enough to hold me. Your brain isn't even big enough to hold who I am, so you couldn't even put me there because I'm bigger than what your mind could ever perceive. But when you bow down and you think, okay, how can I get out of the friend zone in this person's head? You reduced and like shrunk yourself down to their limited mindset. Who the F cares if you're in their friend zone? Be so great, you're too busy living to care what they think about you or where they'd ever put you. Good or bad, friend or foe, love or hate or whatever. Who the F cares? Friend zone? Why would you waste your life so much that you'd care about where a person puts you in their mind? It's their prison. Go live and go have fun and forget that person even exists. Who cares? Who cares, bro? Quit being so insecure that you'd care about what somebody classifies you in their brain. And then that'll automatically take you out of the friend zone because now you'll be like, oh, wow, this guy's so adventurous and awesome. I want to be with this guy. Then you tell him, shut up. I want to be with you. You think too small.
Ronnie said,
friend zone doesn't exist. It's a psychological concept to shrink your mentality down. F your friend zone, break it. I don't care. Put me there. You couldn't hold me there anyway. You put me there, I'll be gone tomorrow. Oh, Mikey's not in the friend zone anymore. Yeah, he left because he's too busy living life. Friend zone, shut up.
Ronnie said, amen to that. And Punk for Life said, you're right. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I could tell you how to get out of the friend zone, but I'm not a loser. I don't think like that. I don't friend zone. Who said I even want to be your friend? Like, what are you talking? Don't put me in the friend zone. I didn't call us friends. You know, I didn't say that, you know? What do you bring to the table in a sense? Probably nothing. So, okay, cool. I'm going to go find people who do. Both Sasha and Lay bring stuff to the table and make my life better. I'm not worried about people trying to categorize me. You know, they don't do anything anyway. If those people can fabricate a friend zone in their head, they're not doing anything with their life. You have to be so busy enjoying life, creating life, building life. How do you have time to make up a friend zone? It's so stupid. You know what I'm saying, man? You know what I'm saying? Odin has spoken. Anyway.
So Jordan on FB said, just got the guide, read through it day one, and now applying the methods and teachings.
I love you
for all the work you've done to make this accessible, brother.
I love you, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, I originally made the guide for myself, so it's a selfish intention why the guide was made. And where am I at? Yeah, cool. And then people kept asking me, dude, how are you so ripped? How are you so ripped? I'm like, well, my notes. And like, hey, I want your notes. And I'm like, I'll sell them to you. They're like, yeah, I'll totally buy them. Like, give me your notes. And I sold them, and people kept buying it. And I'm like, okay. And that's how it all started. You're like, how are you so ripped? And it's not conventional ways or orthodox ways. It's very off the wall, you know, unfamiliar, just different, but they're the most effective. They're the most powerful. Like, you can look like this and never work out, never have to count calories or starve yourself. Crazy.
And then Leon asked, carbs or not carbs? I'm 40 years old. I really need my abs on IG.
Corleone needs carbs, right? But or carbs and no Corleone carbs and no carbs. I want my carb. He's 40 years old, right?
Yes.
I love you. And this is all I love as brother to brother, peer to peer. I'm almost 40. I'll be there like in a few years. Why would you be so insecure that you need abs? Who cares? If my abs show, cool. If not, cool. It doesn't matter. How about you love yourself and feed yourself until you feel good inside yourself, not just what you're seeing, but actually feel good internally and love yourself, whether you have abs or not. Why would you be so insecure that you're driven just to have a separation because there's lack of something here? Who cares? It's such an insecure reach and motivation. Love yourself, bro. Carbs or no carbs. Carbs aren't even a mineral or a vitamin. It's not a carb. You need vitamins and minerals. Carbs are transport mechanisms to get them in your body, but carbs are, it's such an irrelevant thing. A carb, who cares, man? Eat carbs, don't eat carbs, who cares? Get your vitamins and minerals.
And Jordan.
Yo, bro! What up, big dog? Yeah, looking good, bro. Looking so strong. Look at that strong man. Get it, bro. Love you, man. Gotta share good energy with the neighborhood.
Yeah.
All right, what's up?
So Jordan from FB said it all starts with the self. Yeah.
All starts with the self?
Yeah.
How could it start anywhere else? Like everything that you're experiencing was first engaged with by your consciousness to even actualize that it's in your scope of your experience. We mean all starts with self now. Like you've only experienced yourself, and you've only experienced this life through yourself. You've never experienced out of yourself. Even your out of body experience is still being experienced by you. So there is no escaping self. So just be yourself. It's always been starting with yourself, bro. How are you going to help anybody else if you haven't helped yourself? Real homie?
Oh, well, he didn't say now, but like he said, yeah.
Oh.
So it all starts with self. Yeah.
It all starts with self? Well, it's always been with yourself. So like you just pick up. You don't even start. You just pick up where you finally realize it. Because you started the moment you were born, bro. You're late. If you're just now asking that question, you're pretty freaking late, bro. You've been in the game for some years now. So if you just kind of start, or you pick up where you are, just recognize.
He said big facts.
Yeah, big facts. And I say the most simple things, man, but like these are the most direct things. These fundamental points are very simplistic, and they don't have to be like, whoa, do I got to measure macros at 300 grams of this per that, and that the time scheduled my eating? It's all such stupid. It's for people trying to make something big because they have nothing inside. Once you understand what you are inside, it's these simple things that make your life strong. It's these simple things that make your life full. It's these simple things that clear your mind so you can truly see what's in front of you, versus trying to delude yourself and create this figment that you're, conceptualizing and you're making giant in your mind. These concepts, which just distract us anyway.
So Aurelia from
Yo,
IG
Aurelia, what's up?
said, hi, Mikey. Lots of love from Aurelia from Australia.
Aurelia from Australia. Oh my God. I love you, girl.
And then
you and your son, bless y'all.
Jamie.
And your dog.
Oh, yeah. Jamie on IG asked, what was your turning point in life that made you take the steps to where you are now? Also, what was your main focus and intention in your life before and now?
So the turning point is every single second. Every moment is a turn-by-turn move that's leading me into the next thing. I'm in a continuum. There was no primary point. That's where people convolute themselves and manipulate themselves. Everything that led up to this moment that made that seemingly big choice was the choices that were made to come to that point to where you made that big choice. So it's everything. Me being born was the cataclysm or the event that led to me becoming what I am now. Everything in between. And I recognize it and I accept it and I honor it. And what else was the other part?
Also, what was your main focus and intention in your life before and then now?
To have no main focus. There's no main focus. The main focus is irrelevant. Like people who have main focuses aren't actually living life. So if I had to say what would the main focus be, it would just be living life. But nonetheless, there's no main focus. Like, okay, I need to get money. Okay, I need to go be healthy. And that's so stupid. When you see, oh, I'm alive, let me go live this thing, then you get all that you need. But when you don't even know what you're in, you'll try to make one thing your main focus. That's why these like top 3 best whatever, stupid. It's always stupid. Best this, top 3 foods for, it's all stupid. What's the best? There is no best. The best is to realize what you're in. The moment you realize what you're in, you have full autonomy to navigate all the way through it. And the best is the full experience. That's why the Life Guide hits on every single topic. It hits on, it's not about food, but it touches on food. But it's about sleep and relationships and environments and smells. It's the Life Guide. It talks about life in general, life in period. It starts with life. That's how the Life Guide even starts in the first place, is with life. Because if you don't even know what life is, like, bro, you don't have anything.
You want me to close that?
No, I don't think they can hear it.
Okay.
They might can. This mic is actually pretty good.
Okay, cool.
These mics are good. Hey, can you guys hear the noise in the background? Because even whenever like Lay's next to me and she talks, I couldn't even hear in the mic.
Oh, okay, cool.
But they'll tell us in the comments. Could you guys hear that in the background?
And then I have, Michael, can I say this word out loud?
How do you see in your life? How do I see my individual exuality? Exuality. How do you see your exuality? I don't. I just go towards the pull, the draw, and I live it out. And if I'm not drawing that area, I don't force it or try to make it or try to like decorate it to become something I desire more. I just go to what I actually desire, and I'm honest with myself. I don't desire something I don't desire, and if I do desire it, I do desire it. And what I desire is vibrant, usually skinnier or thin, like this huge, like over the top, bulbous type figures that they're making nowadays. It's just not what I am personally drawn to. I actually like stick skinny and stuff like that. You know, I'm more so that than like huge voluptuous hips and all this other stuff. So, but I mean, it's cool. I'm not telling people what to like, but I'm sharing what I like, and I'm very honest with what I like. And if I like it, I go towards it. If I don't, I won't. And I'm just very honest with myself about it, or just like real. So yeah, I don't ever think about my exuality or anything like that. I just live. I have no time to try to think it out. Like just go. But the moment it comes to me and pulls me, I might question, well, why this? But you know.
So Richard,
usually the sticks will live longer. I think that's why. A girl with big hips, they don't usually live too long. They don't have a longer lifespan. When you see all the old women, you know, the centenarians and stuff like that, lived 100, 110, stuff like that. Big hips, big, you know, because the more weight the human body's to carry, the more stressful it is on the heart. It wears that thing down faster. They die faster. So I think it's because, like, I'm not hating or body shaming or anything like that. I think I'm just attracted to the most efficient route of life, and ones who are built like this seem more efficient. It's lighter on the heart. They're more nimble and stuff like that. They can go further and easier. They're not out of breath as fast. Even big muscular girls, like, no, just big butts. It's so inefficient for their body, and it's so insecure. The bigger the butt, the more insecure the person is. The more makeup, the more insecure the person is. Even the dudes, the bigger the muscles, the more insecure the person is. It's just like probably like 99% of what people are doing is because they're insecure. And you can see it once you like start living this life of the guide.
And Richard on FB asked, hello, how many hours do you sleep with this life guide?
As long as I want, man. So if I feel like sleeping, I mean, I just sleep until I rise. And then I travel the world, so I'm always in a different condition and stuff like that. So it varies. In some places like deserts, I thrive. I am not a moist man. I do not really thrive in moist cultures. Like deserts, amazing. I have unyielding, unlimited energy. But rainy places, wet, dewy stuff like that, I'm like, oh, it's just like, nah, bro. But when it's super dry, like a lot of heat, man, I just come alive. And when I'm in those areas, I can stay up for like 3 days at a time. I never get tired, ever. I never get tired. I just do not get tired. But in more moist places, I might sleep for like 10 hours, 12 hours a night. So yeah, just depends. So anywhere from not sleeping for 3 days day after day after day. So not sleep for 3 days, sleep. Not sleep for 3 days, sleep. To some places, I have to sleep minimum like 11 hours or I won't feel fully rested because your climate and your elevation, everything's a huge part of it, how it goes with you. Water does not make me feel good. Some other people, water may make them feel good. Like, so hot water for me, I feel great. I feel fantastic with hot water. But if that water is not boiling hot and it's just like room temperature or something like that, nah, bro. Like I start feeling sick. Like, ugh. Now, if it's ocean water and it's charged with salt, like the seawater, yeah, it doesn't really matter what the temperature of that is. I'll always feel good. But if it's lake water, river water, pond or spring or anything like that, and it's cold, like I just always feel sick. Water's not my thing. Although I'm a great swimmer, I can hold my breath for a long time and everything else. The more dry it is, the more power I have, and I just can stay up for days. So it really depends on where I am, the height, the elevation, what season it is. Is it rainy season? So even like now, it just hit rainy season like a few weeks ago, and I can totally see a difference in my energy. But man, when it's dry, I'm like, yeah! It's like a never-ending energy. But the guide will put you into the specific position that you need to get the deepest sleep that you can when you do sleep. So it's not about how long you'll sleep. It's like as you're asleep, what type of sleep are you getting? That's important.
Now, Suchitra
Suchitra
from IG said, Mikey, you mentioned it's all about taking in the energy, but wonder what happens.
It's all about loving yourself, but yeah, sure, it's about that too.
What happens to the fat? Because I would want to understand the at least basics of it.
Well, then you haven't watched my videos because I told you what fat is. So you're thinking of like, oh yeah, energy, fat by their definitions. Their definitions are stupid. They don't even know what fat is. And they're trying to work against themselves to get rid of fat because they think that's the problem. But your body's not going to put a problem on you. Your body's not like, oh, hey, yeah, let's just put this random fat on us just because. Your body doesn't have to process calories. It doesn't. Your body can poop it out. If your body didn't want it, it could vomit, it could diarrhea. Like your body does not have to process stuff. And it probably is doing that in a lot of ways already, trying not to. So if you have fat, it's always for a reason. Your body doesn't just randomly do stuff. Even though you may think it's random, for the longest time, people didn't know what an appendix was for or tonsils or anything like that. They just chop them out like, oh, you don't need this. What? Oh, 90-something% of your DNA is junk DNA. You don't need that. What? They don't know. So when people don't know their body, they're like, oh, well, let me just get rid of this fat. What happens to the fat? What happens to the fat is what the fat's actually doing, and it processes it in the way that it needs to be processed in the specific state and condition that you're in. And when you no longer need that fat, then the body will have no use for it. Guess what? The body's extremely efficient, and it will get rid of it for you. It'll naturally metabolize and process. You gotta watch my videos, bro. I talk about this all the time. Fat's not fat because you ate too many calories. Fat's a defense mechanism to save you. It heals you. It helps you. It buffers you. It keeps you from dying at an early age. Fat's actually a protection mechanism. Now, usually the more fat you have, the worse damage you're in, but that fat is trying to save you, man. Big dog.
KKLV said, hey, brother, you've done amazing. You look great.
I love you, dude. Thank you so much. I feel so far away from you guys. Or not really, but I feel like my arms are really, 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 really.
Yeah.
Thank you, dude.
So they also said, I do intermittent fasting and sometimes 3 days, but how could I go further like you?
What's stupid? Like, don't fast. Like, please listen to my message. I told you guys this 1,000 times, and maybe you're new, but then that's no excuse either. Put out the effort and watch my videos. Don't fast. Don't try to go further. Why are you, for what? Why are you so insecure? Okay, hear me out here. And I'm not coming against whoever say it's a KK person, right? Mm-hmm. Are you with the clan or what? What's up, bro?
Okay.
So listen to what I'm saying. Why are you trying to go out further? What are you trying to prove? To who? For what? You insecure? Like what, you know what I'm saying? I'm calling this stuff out because it's how stupid it is. Trying to go out further for what? I'm not even trying to go out further. I'm not trying to push myself or anything like that. Like, what are you trying for? What? For who? Why? Why are you doing this? And when you look, there's actually no substance there. And the only substance is insecurity because you want to be something greater than you are versus accepting yourself what you are. Even if I ate every day, I'd still be as great as I am. I don't need to go out and push and try to go further. That's stupid. That's insecure people crap, man. So I don't fast. I don't intermittent fast. I don't fast. I don't believe in fasting. I don't promote fasting. I'm not saying you should fast. I'm not trying to do something. How else can I phrase this? You should eat every single day. That's the smart thing. It's not about not eating. Not eating is never the topic. It's something that's happening, not something I'm going for. It's a byproduct, not the main focus. It's just happening by default versus me pursuing it. You know what I'm saying? Eating and not eating is never the point, bro. What's the point? The point is getting energy. What's one of the main ways to get energy? Freaking eat. Because you're gonna need that energy later to do the greater things I tell you. Because we don't stop at not eating. We're not a freaking show pony. How I did my little 3-day fast. Look at me. I did an intermittent fast from my third day, and then I fueled up with my. I made sure to refuel with my salt water. Shut up, trick pony. Good boy. Okay, go sit here. Here's a treat. Go sit down. Here's your gold star. Shut up and go back to your corner. That's all it is. Here's my stack, and here's what I'm doing. Pat me on the head because daddy doesn't love me. There's a lot of childhood issues that people are doing these things for because they want recognition and validation. F social media, bro. In the same way of what I mean by social media is a great way to connect with people, to share, but a horrible place to be to live as a performer. Like you're performing, you're not eating because you're trying to achieve versus operating from where you are. And it's a very gray line. It's very easy to slip into it. It's a very fine line. So I'm not fasting, nor am I trying not to eat, nor am I trying to go further, nor am I trying to do anything. I'm just accepting myself and allowing myself to evolve. And then these are some of the results that you see. This is why I say I haven't worked out in 6 years. Because when I just allow my body, this is what it looks like. Guess what? I'm not really hungry anymore that I've started collaborating with my body on this degree. So I haven't eaten in X amount of days. Am I trying to grow muscles? No. If I lose muscles, okay. If I eat every day, cool. Am I trying not to eat? No, it's stupid. It's so insecure to do that. Two people can seemingly be doing the same thing, but one's out of insecurity, one's out of just harmony. Two people are both not eating, right? I'm not eating. This person's not eating. But here's the difference. I'm not hungry. They are, but they're trying to push it. Two people doing two completely different things. You need to get your definitions right, bro. That's one of the main things. Fasting is stupid. It's dumb. It's for the weak and insecure. And there's a higher way. People are like, but I lost weight. Dummy, that weight was trying to help you. Now you're working to get your own defense mechanisms. Yeah, but I stopped being sick because of autophagy after. You didn't have to starve yourself. That's how extreme you are, which is probably the reason you had the sickness and disease in the first place, because you're so extreme with your body and yourself. When you just care for yourself and love yourself, you can smoothly enter into the rich grace of what life actually is, and your sickness and your disease seemingly goes away. And there's nothing extreme about it. It's living a very moderate, blessed life.
Jordan said, dude, I love your delivery. Cuts through the BS and fluff.
For real, man. For real. This is what it is, man. This is what it is. Sasha's looking back at me like a proud mom. And she's like, that's right. You said it right. Jordan knows. Heck yeah. She's looking back at me with the stars in her eyes. Like, that's my boy.
That's Mikey.
That's Mikey.
Sunflower said, can I do the guide plant-based? I love everything you say except for the meat.
I would say this. Don't have a bias. Don't have a preference, because that's what holds you back in life. Like your biases and your preferences hold you back. When you stop trying to control life and tell it how it needs to be, you'll get a lot better results. Can you do it plant-based? Yeah, if you want to, but you won't be doing the full guide. But is the guide about eating and not eating? No, I've said that so many times. It's about everything else you do. But you probably have to be plant-based because you don't even know what the guide is. So you wouldn't even do the guide unless you were plant-based going into it. But once you actually read the guide, it's going to open you up, and you probably stop being plant-based because it's going to expose a lot of things to you that you don't know now. You don't know what you know once you actually read the guide, because it's going to change the way that the wiring is in your perception. And you're going to start seeing reality in a different scope and manner. It's going to open you up to where you stop trying to be something Because all this, like that word plant-based, it is a propagated word that has made its way into mainstream because there is either emotional, chemical, or logical ties anchoring into influencing you to go down this very specific route in life. I eat meat once a year, maybe. So I don't even promote meat, or I'm not a big meat eater in a sense. I only eat technically every 303 days from the last count. I don't care about meat at all. I don't. But I also have no preference. If you have a preference, that's where your limitation is. So you have to understand the influences of all these things. Bias would actually change the flavor of something in your mouth. If I told you this was the best cookie in the world and is made by Michelin star chefs and they blah, 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 but it was like a regular Chips Ahoy cookie, you'd eat it, but the crumble is to the utmost degree, and the flavor and the serving size and the portion. But if I told you, hey, yo, this is some dude named Jack. He scratched his butt right before he made the batter and stuff like that. And I think there's probably a hair in there and maybe like a fly, but he didn't check to see if there's bugs in it. But here's a cookie. If I gave you that data before you ate that cookie, it would completely change your perspective of it. That's what biases do. You have to approach life unbiased, and you're going to start to experience a more full life.
That's some good examples. Mikey Nicolini said,
Mikey Nicolini
said, yo, what's up?
Yo, Mikey Nicolini.
Nora did ask, why is the internet connection so bad? I'm not freaking sure.
I just checked. It's
if I switch to,
it's streaming pretty much to 100.
Yeah, if I switch it, it doesn't even like connect onto here.
2.4 or 5?
To 5. If I switch it now. So I think I need to switch.
You on 2.4 before?
I was on 2.4 when I started.
Then let's do this. Hey guys, wait for me real quick. We're gonna hop off, switch the Wi-Fi, and hop back on to see if it changes anything. We love you. Hey, just stay right there. Or hey, how about this? Turn on notifications to be notified when I go live, so that way you never miss one. Straight up, it's not a ploy to get you to like, follow. Just turn on notifications, so every time I go live, because it's random, I don't have a schedule, I don't like that stuff. Like I just want to go live when I feel like it, and you're notified, yo, Mikey's live now. So turn them on right now. We're gonna go off, and then we'll come right back on.